Folks, welcome back to the road to 105 kilograms. I came to do the final parts of the editing for this video, and I clicked play to watch it back one more time, as I always do. And it was like, welcome to the training part of the video. And I'm like, there's no intro. Totally forgot to do you guys an intro. So this is your intro. Stick around. We've got the training part of the video as always. We've also got calorie counting, maintenance calories, and a new kind of where we are for our deficit and diet. And we've got my favourite evening meal all in this video. Stick around to the end, enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Welcome back to the training part of the video, folks. Thank you for joining me today. So today we have, obviously, myself and Mikel on 6 rounds of sparring. 3 Thai and 3 boxing. So we're into the Thai rounds here. These rounds actually felt quite good. The majority of these rounds felt really good, especially the last boxing round. There's a small part at the end where I really kind of get into the groove, which is absolutely lovely to finally feel like that. So on these ones, Mikel very much focused on kind of trying to get angles on me this one. You can see he is very much, he'll come to the side, then go to the other side, and really focusing on catching me on angles, which worked really well for him. Like, it does. My defense is very poor, as we've seen from a lot of videos. And yeah, we're just coming in nicely. I like that there. I kick in and then put my foot down, but stay on that side and kind of go for it again. Nothing comes of it, but it's just a nice little habit, right? A lot of high kicks, a lot of minimal punching in this round, this first round. We are coming to the end here. And yeah, just a very enjoyable first round, kind of piecing each other up a bit. And now coming into the second round here. So you can see me getting a bit angry there. Being very honest, Mikel said something that bothered me a wee bit. He was like, your punches don't actually hurt, they're just like big pushes. And that really bothered me. Yeah, a lot more than it should have done. So he catches a kick there, which is quite nice. I'm glad I landed that. So we are feeling a little bit sharper here. That looked like I was mocking him there, but I wasn't. And then he came in, and obviously that lifted knee just stopped him coming in, because I would have teeped him away. We both paused here, and I kind of stuttered to make him go, and he catched me with a really nice kick to the head, which is unfortunate. Then he's just trying all these fancy spinning back kicks and shit, and we're just kind of throwing kicks that are both missing. This looks a wee bit performative, and it's not. It's just us kind of piecing each other up. But it's really nice to get to the point where there's training or sparring partner, training partner that we're at. We both kind of know what we're doing to each other. I was a bit worried because Mikel's front leg was hurting. He has actually had a proper fight like a couple days after. So this is the Wednesday, and he was fighting on the Sunday. Big shout out, congrats Mikel, big win. Proud of you. So then, yeah, straight back in the train. We're about halfway through this round now, and we're getting a little bit more lethal here. Like, he comes in with a flying punch there, and then straight, we break, and I go to hit him, and then comes in and hits me with a teep. I missed my teep and overextend on that bit there, which is really unfortunate, because it would have been a really nice kind of teep to get. It puts me totally out of position for my legs, but it is what it is, right? Coming to the end of this second round, I'm starting to feel it a wee bit now. We've done 3 rounds of previous training. Nice landed kick there. It puts him off balance, and it stops him from getting me. I don't know how he managed to ground himself there, but he grounds himself on that bottom teep and just kind of stays. He big dogs it here. I'm not having any of that. I join in, a bit of big dogging. He zizzes it up. Rest in peace, Ziz. And then we're into the final round of Thai here. So I do get hit quite hard like normal, but I feel like I'm putting up a much better defense here, much more skillful defense, which is nice to see. I'm checking things, blocking things, but he hits me in the head there nicely. His boot strap's undone, so we have to stop and pause for a minute. Shocking attitude. I do cut it back in because he sat there for a wee while waiting, and we're back in. Low kick to start for me. I try it a second time, and then, yeah, again, he's back on these angles again, which is really infuriating. But, you know, it's good for me to fight him doing different things. Like, he could do the same thing every week, but then we just get into the same sort of patterns. So it's nice that he takes these angles. There we break, and I do actually clip him with that backhand, which is nice. Walk in, and we both kind of teep up. And then coming into here, big kick for me. I do hold my hand down, which I didn't like, but this part there clips me nicely in the head, and that's kind of just the end of the round there. Obviously, coming to these boxing rounds now. Shin guards are off, so we're just boxing. I need to focus on stop doing this with my hands. Like, I just think I look like a dick. Like, I don't mean to do it, but I do. That looked really nice. That was really nice. I missed it, but it looked really nice. I feel a lot more confident in these boxing rounds, which are really nice. I do really enjoy the boxing rounds, and I was saying that hopefully some of my pals from south of me, but north of probably everyone else in Britain, we can do some more boxing around like Middlesbrough area, so that would be good. Hopefully we'll get some time in the ring with them at some point soon. Just different background for you guys, which would be nice. He comes in with a wee flurry here. I just step back out, but then I'm straight back in because I want to fight. I want to like move forward. I don't want to always be moving back and flinching off. But I'm feeling myself here. I'm really enjoying these boxing rounds, which is nice. And something that we were chatting about is when I first started, someone told me to like look at someone's chest here for movement. And I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that. I feel like you don't catch things. You can't see where they're planning. You're just constantly reacting. And that's a big change here is I've started to look at Miguel's eyes, because then the eyes tell everything, right? So hopefully that's noticeable here. Coming into the second round, I'm now looking at his eyes full time, trying to work out where he's coming. Hopefully you'll be able to see that I am a lot more responsive. He does catch me here, which is infuriating after me just saying, I feel like I'm getting better at defending myself. But the point still stands that overall, I think the defense is a lot better in these last rounds compared to last week's boxing, which is nice. Yeah, we do just chat about this here a bit. No, it's not chatting. I can't remember what happens here. Yeah. I think I'm just tired at this point, and I was just kind of waiting for him to come into me, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I should probably be pressing a wee bit more, but I don't know. That's something maybe we should discuss at some point, but I don't know. If you have any thoughts or comments, put them in the comments below. I'm more than happy. White belt mentality right around here, so please put them in the comments. I'm more than happy to listen to your thoughts, because let's be honest, I'm an amateur, and I quite like being an amateur. Means loads to learn. So yeah, back to actually into the fight. We're coming to the final part of this fifth round now for second boxing round, fifth round total. He comes in with flurry. Again, I want to catch him as he comes in. When he comes in, I want to like stand strong and catch him. I don't want to constantly walk him back. But every time he puts kind of the hurt on me here with these flurries, I feel like I just can't get him. You can see I'm starting to get tired now. Put my arms down. But then we have a little burst towards the end. We know it comes to the end of the round. A wee burst there, just pushing back. And now this final round, this is where I finally feel like I get into a bit of a flow and actually start to feel myself. Maybe not initially, but towards the kind of last 20-30 seconds of the round, that's where I actually feel like we've made some real improvements, which is lovely. See there, just slip back there, dodge that. He hasn't hit me so far effectively this round, which is lovely, which is giving me a bit of a confidence boost to kind of press a bit and just really put it in. I catch him there, which is lovely. There, he's telling me what I did right there, which is lovely. I love this, that we have this kind of relationship where we can stop mid-round, he tells me, and then we can continue straight in. So we're back in now, and the one thing I will comment on there is that backhand, I do overextend. It's just a bit sloppy. It needs to go out and back, but Joe, we've been done. This is round 9 of sparring this evening, so I don't think we can blame myself for this being overweight and unfair. Here we are. Yeah. Oh, lovely. We go high, and then drop down low and hit him in his stomach. That was the point. This is the point where I feel like I've got some confidence behind me and I'm feeling it. He actually says to me that was great. Big compliment on the back of that. So feeling myself now. Here we are. He's now on the back foot flinching. This is kind of the first time this has happened. Really feeling it now. So we're back in. Dodge there. We keep going, and now I'm still doing this thing with my hands. I hate it, but it's just habit. Again, got him flinching, which is feeling good. I slip his backhand, and then we come straight in here. He's jabbing forward to feel me out, and I'm just really feeling it. You will notice as we stop here, I kind of brace down because I think we're going to continue. Unfortunately, we don't. But that's the kind of the end of the fighting bit. I think that last round was an absolute blessing compared to a lot of my other rounds. I say a blessing, it's been a lot of hard work, but really we're starting to see some improvements, which I'm really enjoying. Anyway, folks, thank you for joining me this evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. We'll catch you in a bit. Afternoon, you beautiful people. Welcome to the kind of the final part of the video today. So obviously we're going to talk a little bit about diet and how we're actually going to get to this 118 number and 115 number, then 110, then the magic 105. So first thing we need to do is actually calculate our maintenance, because then at that point we know where we can go from there. So what we need to use is a maintenance calorie calculator, which you can just find online. I will link the one I've used below, but this requires it to be done in pounds. That's the weight of measurement they use. So we go on to Google, stick our weight in. We weigh currently 121.8 kilograms. transfer that into pounds, and that gives us this number right here, which is 268.5 pounds. From there, we then need to go to our calorie calculator website. Link in the bio, the description below. Recommend using these. I've used these guys for years. It's just a really helpful website. Put in our age, 27, height, 6'2", and then weight in pounds, which you just calculated. So 668.5. And then we choose our activity level. So there's a bunch of options on here. I always lean on the side of caution. So I will reduce the amount I actually do. So I've put in for this one, light exercise 1 to 3 times a week. We know that's not true. It's more frequent than that, and it's a lot harder than that. But I would much rather it give me a lower calories and I'm definitely in a deficit instead of being on that boundary of not deficit, maybe deficit. So when we put it through and it does give us our calories out, you can see from this image right here again. So to maintain our weight, our maintenance calories at this height and this weight and this age is 3,111 calories. That is a lot of calories, in my opinion. As someone who's yo-yo dieted a lot and been up and down, gone down to like 1,800 calories at stupid weight loss goals and not be able to maintain, that's loads, which is lovely. It's a great place to start for us. And as you can see, obviously, that's even with us reducing the amount of exercise we do to compensate, so we are definitely in a deficit. So we can actually, if we continue doing the exercise we're doing, stay at 1,111 calories and we'll probably still lose some weight because we will be in a deficit because we've undershot on our exercise. So let's get into actually what we want to look at. So our other 3 options are mild weight loss, and excessive weight loss. In the past, excessive weight loss, I feel like it's too far. It's too heavy. 2 pounds a week is a lot. You're roughly losing a kilogram every 3 weeks at that rate. And I just think that it's unmaintainable. From someone who's done like yo-yo diets, crash diets, everything under the sun, this is just a bit too far. Mild weight loss, on the other hand, so 2,861 calories, is just too slow. You see no progress, you start to get pissed off. You're like, this is a bit of a fucking joke, really. And you just get demoralized. So I personally always choose weight loss. 1 pound a week's always the goal. Every six or so weeks we lose a good chunk, and you see the progress, which is good. But you also have enough calories that you can continue. So our calories over the next however long, until we get to like 115, which we'll recalculate at, is going to be 2,611 calories. I personally, normal breakfast, we've done a breakfast before, 4 eggs, half an avocado, half tomato, still staying very consistent on that. And then evening meals, that's what we're eating frequently. Obviously, we normally have 2 meals a day, and then obviously a couple lattes throughout the day. We are a fiend for a wee latte. And then a bunch of diet drinks which have like 1 calorie in them if it zooms in there. That's what we want. A bunch of those are going to help us sustain. So I'm a 2 meals kind of person per day. That's what I sit on. That's what I always have done. Or not always have done. I've used to do 2 meals, but I used to not have breakfast. But that's what we've settled into now. Breakfast and dinner. So dinner. Currently, we are making the best dinner I've ever had. Wee bit of focaccia bread. We call them chicken burgers, but it's actually homemade focaccia bread, which you can see here. We're just beating the dough together. And then we fry off a load of chicken, and then we just put a load of salad in. We make a sauce of the week, depending on what we want. So that could be a burger sauce, like a chipotle sauce, and we make that out of like yogurt. We will talk about the sauces at some point in the future, but we are going to focus on this meal here, which is the chicken burger meal. And it's incredible. Like, you can't get, well, I personally never get bored of it. It hits different, and you can change it up week in, week out. You change the sauce, change the fillings. You can put loads of onion in there. You can change it up, put loads of cucumber. You can go for like a tzatziki, make more of a Greek style. And really, I've eaten these now for the majority of this weight loss journey so far. Obviously, we started at 146, and now we're 121. So 25 kilograms of weight loss has been based on this diet of eggs and chicken burgers, which is, I love it. I absolutely love the diet. It's incredible. So with our new calorie calculation, we have more than enough calories to do this. You can see the calories in the link below. There's also a link for the bread below. So enjoy. If you do want to make this meal, I highly, highly recommend it. It's incredible. Anyway, we'll see you in the kitchen again for the last part of the wrap up. We'll continue to talk about calories and diet and stuff as we go forward. But the basics is calories in, calories out. Be in a deficit, lose weight. Do a lot of, do some cardio, right? And that's what we're going to focus on. So enjoy the last part of the video. Stick around. It's a great little last part of the video. Bit of accountability. We'll see you soon. Folks, thank you for watching today and joining us for this week's video. We're back in the kitchen. We love the kitchen. Not much more to show. We did get a new air fryer. Oh, look at that. But not really much to share this week. It's kind of been a solid week. The video is a bit longer this week, which is nice. So hopefully you enjoy. We're just going to finish up with some thoughts, really. So we've very much stagnated over the last couple of weeks. We're at 120. The last time I weighed myself was 121.8 at the start of May. We are now on the, well, as of today, it's the 19th of May, and weight has barely moved. That's basically 3 weeks of no movement, and there's only one person to blame. It's myself, obviously. I have put myself in this hole, and I am the only one who's going to get me out of this hole. So we need to stop complaining about it and just do it. I know it's very simple, but I think taking action is the most important thing that we can do. And stop saying we're going to do this and actually do it. So I know for like 3 weeks now, we've basically been saying we're going to push for 115. But we have nothing in the diary that's going to stop us pushing for 115 now. Obviously, we had like trips away and things like that, and a lot of carnage, a lot of excuses basically. So now we have no more excuses. It's now time to push for 115. We will reweigh ourselves in about 2 weeks' time, so the very start of June, and the aim is to be 118 or below. That is where we are going to be, is 118 or below by kind of the 6th, 7th of June. So yeah, that's me signing off and saying that the only person to come to save myself is me. So have some internal reflection on that. Enjoy, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for joining.